Hey guys, today I wanted to do a comparison video, impromptu comparison video, just looking at a couple of my Leatherman tools here and a couple of my Nextool multi-tools. So I've got the Leatherman Wave Plus, Leatherman Wingman, Nextool Flagship Pro, and the Nextool Vanguard. And like I said, these are pretty new to me. There's some significant differences between these and the Leatherman tools. So if you're out there looking, maybe deciding which ones to get, or maybe you're out in the market just trying to decide which multi-tool to get in general, make sure you watch this video as I'll share with you my thoughts and recommendations. So firstly, I think I'll start off with the Leatherman tools because I've had these for quite some time now, and not in this particular form, these forms as well, because I actually had both of these replaced. I ended up having an issue with the locking system breaking, so that's the locking system here that sort of snapped off, bit of metal snapped off on the Wave, and on my Leatherman Wingman, one of the screwdriver heads snapped off and became pretty sharp and dangerous. So I sent those back to Leatherman, and they had them replaced in under a week, sent back, and I thought they'd actually just replace the broken parts themselves, but they actually swapped these tools completely over. So really happy with how that went, and that's what you get with your Leatherman lifetime warranty. So I'll start off with the Wave. I'll show you what you get included. And one thing especially you notice with these Leatherman tools that they fit very nicely in the hand. They're smaller than the Nextool, couple of Nextool ones that I have. So I'll just show you quickly. There you go. You see, it's quite a significant difference in size, and this one is obviously longer. The Vanguard is longer than the others as well. So I'll show you what you get in the Wave, and obviously, you know, a lot of tools now they sort of have these outer opening blades, which are really good because it means you don't have to open the whole tool up to access the main blades and things that you use most often. So that's a serrated blade that you get with the Wave Plus. All of these tools locking, so you kind of got to press this thing there and then it closes in. That is a file. You've also got a hacksaw here, and you've got a diamond file, and this is also a knife sharpener as well. Okay, on the other side, flip it over, you get a proper blade. It's not a sheep's foot blade as well, it's a pointed blade. And you also get a wood saw. Okay, so all of these open up from the outside. I found a really cool thing as well is that you have this lanyard hole here that is actually hidden in the tool, and you have to get another knife and push it out in order to use it, or you can just have it sitting flush and inside if you don't need to. You need to use it, okay? But basically, open up the tool this way. Let's see what you get. So these are not spring-loaded pliers on the Leatherman Wave Plus. You have these wire cutters here, which are replaceable. They come basically with two cutting edges, so that's normal. And for hard wire, that back end there is for cutting hard wire. Okay, and I know in the older models they didn't have these here. They were just part of the actual pliers themselves. So needle nose pliers, proper the larger head of the pliers down at the bottom here. You can also close up the tool like this and get yourself a proper looks like a 20 centimeter ruler, 7 to 8 inches as well down on that side, which is pretty cool. On this side, you've got yourself flathead screwdriver. You've got yourself a smaller sort of bit holder here with a small flathead and a small Phillips screwdriver that you can flip in between. You've also got a little pair of scissors in here, which is cool, like that. I've never really used these too much. I didn't find them really practical for most things. I mean, if you're cutting thread and small things like that, you're fine. On the other side, you've got a larger kind of bit holder here locks in place, and I'll just show you this is the locking system. So you just sort of press it and close it up, but as soon as you open it past a certain point, it locks. You can flip this again, Phillips head and flathead screwdriver on that end, and you also get yourself one of these as well. It's a can opener and a bottle opener all in one. Normally with these screwdriver heads, I close up the entire tool and just use it in this way, so you get a bit more leverage. It feels more comfortable holding the tool. Okay, but that's pretty much it for the Leatherman Wave Plus. It's probably one of the most popular tools out there, if not the most popular Leatherman. And this one here is the Leatherman Wingman. So if you're looking for an entry-level tool, these are really good. You got some a little pair of scissors here. Okay, these are actually larger than the ones you get on the Wave Plus. You've also got a blade here. It's kind of got two edges. It's got a serrated edge here and a normal straight flat edge on that side. Holes, a few holes are on the tool itself here on the top to connect the lanyard. You've also got a clip here. You clip it onto your to the edge of your pocket, your belt or something like that. Open up and you have yourself spring-loaded pliers, wire cutters there, needle nose, normal pliers there as well. In here as well, you've got some wire strippers, and you also get a few other tools in here. Just sort of have to take them out like that. You know, you've got it's kind of like a cutting hook on that side. Not really use that. It's like a box. You use it as like a box opener, basically. You've got a little file and a small ruler here on that side. Doesn't really go up to much, like how many? Like 3-4 centimeters. And here you've got a can opener and a little cutting edge here as well. Okay, and a bottle opener there too. Let's close that up. On the other side, a couple of different screwdrivers. So you've got a Phillips head screwdriver and a flathead here. Close that up. And that is pretty much it. But yeah, I find these very, very comfortable to hold in the hand, especially when you've got the pliers deployed. So here are the Nextool ones that I'll show you, the Nextool Flagship Pro. And with this one, you have a full-size pair of scissors. I mean, gigantic pair of scissors. And they're so comfortable to use as well. Deploy straight from the outside. It does increase the size of the tool quite significantly. It'd only be this big, which would then kind of rival the Leatherman Wave in size. But obviously, that's a trade-off that you're making. You can open it up, but before I do, I'll just show you the blades. You have a normal, just a normal blade here, but it does have a sheep's foot head and locking mechanism, same sort of design as the Leatherman, but there is a little ball bearing there, and the ball bearing locks into this hole behind the blade to help secure it when it's closed. I find it also a lot easier to open and deploy this blade because it's just larger, and the little edge there for the lock is easier to press down. Lock here as well on the saw, wood saw. We've got a ruler here. This goes up to 3 inches, 7 centimeters. So opening up the pliers, they're spring loaded, and you know, you've got the cutting edge here, two sides of the cutting edge as well. So you've got a normal cutting edge, and then you've got the back here, which is for hard wire. You've got some wire strippers here underneath the head. And apart from that, you do get a few little other tools here. Another cool thing about the Flagship Pro is that you can deploy all the other tools besides the pliers from the outside. So you've got this here, Phillips head screwdriver. There's a cutting hook in there as well. You've got this other tool, basically bottle opener and can opener, and a little cutting edge in there as well for stripping wires if you need to. And the last tool here, which is a bottle opener and flathead screwdriver. You also get a little thing here. It's a tiny ceramic ball bearing, and this is for breaking glass. Okay, so yeah, I really like this tool. The fact that you can deploy everything from outside. You don't even need to open up the tool unless you need to use the pliers. It is a little chunkier on this side, but I actually use this one a lot. I use the scissors quite a lot myself for crafting. Lucky last, we have the Nextool Vanguard, and the centerpiece obviously is the wrench. Okay, so open it up by using this little tool here, this little section, and then closing it up as well. It goes all the way past to about 25 millimeters in the head. Okay, so you can also deploy the normal blade like that. There is no lock on this blade though, sheep's foot head. And you've also got a wooden saw, wood saw, and this does have a little lock in there as well. It's funny how this has a lock, but the actual blade doesn't have a lock. Now, if you open it up, you find yourself a nice little surprise. You have a full set of pliers. Needle nose pliers, regular pliers. You've got some wire cutters. Here you've got braided wire cutters underneath there as well. And not only that, you have a couple of these cool little bits that you can pull out and attach to areas like here underneath the or the side of the wrench, and you can use that use the leverage of the tool to unscrew and screw stuff in. For more kind of intricate jobs, you probably want to use this end here, and you basically just push the pliers in and you can use it like this. So I think that's pretty cool, and they stow away nicely as well just underneath the head here. So there's a little ball bearing on each of the bits, and you just push it in like that, close up the tool, and there you have it. So I hope this video was helpful to you. A lot of the Nextool multi-tools are a lot cheaper than the Leatherman tools, and you know, at the end of the day, you get a 1-year warranty on these. Nextool haven't been around for as long as Leatherman, but they do offer some excellent value, and from what I've seen, great quality and practicality for their tools. So again, they are a little bit bigger than the Leatherman tools, and Leatherman does have a few other more intricate pieces, especially with the Leatherman Wave with the smaller screwdrivers. So yeah, if you have any questions, let me know down in the comments, and I will go ahead and get back to you. And yeah, if you found this video helpful, click the like button. It helps my video to get out to more people. And if you want to see more reviews, make sure you subscribe.